Yo, what is up, people? This is Zero, and I don't really plan on being on long for this, but you know, something I want to talk about, and it was kind of sparked up really a couple days ago. I was going to plan on doing it yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to, and had me thinking about something when matter of fact, not yesterday, like 2 days ago, and I went to go and buy some KFC because I hadn't had none in a while. And I go there and I see that, like the $5 fill up, that they have there. Not even $5 anymore. It was like $6 or something. And it came up to like I think it's 709. I don't know like what the prices are for everywhere else, but where I was at, that was the price. Hey, you knew how you doing? So when I thought about this, it had me thinking about like the whole minimum wage thing, the raising the minimum wage. Like, people keep, wanting to vote on raising minimum wage 15. And that sounds good in theory, but in reality it actually will be hurting people more than it's helping people because and I remember this when I got my very first, real job, instead of like some odd job or something like that. And I think I had to be like 2021, whenever they changed the minimum wage from like I think 5.15 or something like that to 7.25. And I remember because I thought it was like seven, and I think it changed to 7.25 later. But and you know what, you were getting to the point I was just about to get to. I was like, yeah, when that was the first thing I noticed when that minimum wage go up. I noticed prices in the store went up. You beat me right to my point too. I was about to say like, yeah, they raising everything else up, and I think people don't realize like that that these people, these big corporations, they're not here to help people get on their feet. Like they don't really care whether or not you actually make it or not. But if they actually cared, they wouldn't be overcharge you so much. They would overcharge to the point like where they make more money than they actually need. If the people that run these companies actually care about you about you living making a decent living off of minimum wage, then there would be no need for the whole uh the real estate thing they're doing right now, where they're trying to build all these condos and apartments and raise the prices to ridiculous amounts in like cities that did not originally have high rates on rent, and I think they consider I think that counts as cost of living. It wouldn't be raised so high. But that's and like some places where cost of living is already high, it really wouldn't be much of a change for them. But for everybody else who had lower cost of living, this is kind of like a huge paradigm shift. Uh, and people know what I meant by paradigm shift. Man, it's just change the pattern. But, and I kind of read like a article about it, and like yeah, like a one big thing is the small businesses will be the one of the biggest hit too because they got to raise it's like they have to pay extra costs to pay everybody, and then on top of that, you got insurance and all that. And in fact, I'm gonna see some of the things they got to say about that because I got a few articles looking at it. I was like talking about, but yeah, the main thing is like people are people are people are literally being talked into screwing themselves out of more money. It's like you do you think that these are people would not these companies care about you making living making a good living off minimum wage. Come on. I mean, that's a reason why it's called minimum wage. It's at the bottom. The minimum wage is like where the bottom starts. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can. All right, that's not a good one. Uh, let's see what you say. Yeah, well, I'm glad you caught this one. I wasn't sure if I would come on. I was gonna go in and talk and then get out. But, but yeah, I mean, yeah, but the biggest thing is that cost of living. I mean, in the day, it's cost of living in businesses. That's really what the articles mainly. What I'm looking at seem like what they're mainly talking about is the cost of living. I appreciate that. The cost of living. And like how small businesses are being affected. And I mean, people are worried about robots taking your job. You just maybe worried about if there's gonna be money for the job you want to get. Because I'm like, if they do that, I'm just so glad they're not raising it here because and I see these politicians talk people into actually actually going for this, but I think well, I mean, really more, I think more Democrats doing that, and not even telling the truth, like, hey, if yeah, this ain't gonna work for you, but I mean, I kind of like to a certain extent, like understand why they would do that because some people, when they get an idea in their head, they think it sounds good. And if you tell them the truth, they don't want to listen. Like, oh yeah, yeah, like the sky is yellow. No, the sky is actually blue. No, no, the sky is yellow. No, you look, it's blue. No, I said the sky is yellow. All right, the sky is yellow. All anytime, and I just like, I mean, it just irritates me to see how people be talking themselves into a hole, and I'm just like I'm like telling people like, do you have any idea like what's going to happen if the minimum wage gets raised up to 215? I'm like I mean I try to tell people like stuff's gonna get raised up, and I know I was on one channel where but yeah, I mean, I think I seen somebody like like somebody like happy about minimum wage getting raised to 15 wherever they at, and I was trying to tell them like, yeah, everything else is gonna go up, and I guess the other person, like, I guess the person wanted to to do the whole positivity thing, but I'm like, I just gave the reality of it, like like, and that's and it's like. toxic positivity when like that's kind of like a form of toxic positivity because you know you can't everything can't be positive all the time. Like they just don't make no sense. You can't it can't be positive all the time. But the thing about it is, it was like yeah, I was trying to explain to him like yeah, I was trying to say like yeah, everything's gonna go up, and he was like well you know if you just believe that you will you know get the increase, I'm like yeah that's fine you know we don't get abundance, but you know I think people should know that reality that you know yeah stuff's about to go up wherever you at. Just be prepared for it. Yep, that too. That definitely will that definitely will go up because people gonna be struggling down the streets. And you know, if and it's like if the people were to really get the money like that, really wanted to help people, they I mean they could. I mean it wouldn't be easy, but they could. And and people would be able to come up. But they really don't want to actually, you know, help those people. If they want to make it where more people were, you know, actually able to make a decent living, you know, even from like you know minimum wage jobs, then there wouldn't be such an extreme amount of poverty, and there wouldn't be so many people just and so many people, you know, taking so much money off of the struggles and probably the lives of other people. I'm pretty sure the lives of people are part of that, but I mean, you know, it's just like you know, you try to tell people this, and I hear these politicians keep pushing it because I know the only reason why they're pushing it is because they want to get that vote. You know, they say, hey, we're on this side or whatever. Then then you know people are going to vote for us because they think we're going to actually push it in there, and if we do, it's not going to do nothing. It's kind of like that whole defund the police thing. Yes, I'm against police brutality. I don't even like the police like that. I don't even like the police. But when I think about it, it doesn't make sense. Especially, you know, Black Lives Matter pushing that. I'm like, yeah, y'all, I'm already like side out and y'all when y'all be doing that. I be side out them when they do that anytime anyway. But the thing about it is if you defund the police, then you know, they not gonna work. You know, it's really more just put better policies in place, really. But if we defund them, like I'm just like, well, I mean, what other security force you gonna get to replace them? Because I mean, you gonna need someone to you know to keep order. And if you're not going to have a good replacement for them, then it don't make sense to you know just defund them because then they be like, well, what are we here working for? I ain't you know just like anybody else ain't even really getting paid like that. Ain't nobody trying to sit there and do a job they ain't getting paid for. I know I ain't. I be telling them like, oh, you want me to do that work? Oh, I'm not getting paid that. Oh, overtime. Oh, well, you ain't getting no you want to do this work? Oh, am I gonna get extra work money? No. Oh, well, you ain't get no extra work then. I will literally sit there and tell them that like, yeah, I ain't get no extra work. You ain't giving you know, you working past the 40 hours thinking I'm about to get think you about to trick some free work out of me. But yeah, it's so much and I don't I don't know if it's just like, you know, certain jobs where they taking out taxes. But I know at my, you know, my current job, which I'm about to leave very soon and get for another one. But you know, for whatever reason, it seems like the more days I work, the more tax they take out of it. And they take out a lot of taxes. I said, I've never seen so many taxes getting taken out. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's the thing about it. I'm not even defending I'm not even defending the police when I'm saying this because I'm just stating the facts because I don't even like the police. I don't even want to talk to police. I got a cousin who's a police officer, policeman, but I mean I love him, my cousin, you know, but I ain't talking to him like that. I ain't talking. I mean, well, you had a number, yeah. I ain't want to talk to him. But I mean, it's just like I said, like when they raise their minimum wage rate stuff, and when people find out that the minimum wage ain't gonna change nothing, they gonna get mad again, and be like, "We did a raise up to 20," not realizing what they're saying, but even when somebody try to tell them, like, "Yeah, that ain't gonna work." And I remember like even when they were talking about the whole raising the whole, I think 15 an hour. Cause I think this was like when they had like the whole Mike Brown thing, and like they were, and some of the people who were pushing it were trying to trying to push like that. Yeah, we were trying to change like to living wage instead of minimum wage, and like I explained, it sounded good. I was like, okay, I can see that, but I don't really see businesses not doing it. I mean, that's the thing about it. It's true that, but it's like the media puts out the black people getting there, try to make it think like, oh, well, just black people getting done it like that. Like, police don't care about nobody, but even when I try to tell black people that, like, yeah, I said police don't care about nobody like that. I mean, they might let some people go because they might, maybe they identify with somebody's race, but even then, you know, you ain't too much on their side, they'll come at you like anybody else. Like, and I be telling them, like, hey, if y'all see please, go with white people. Yeah, go to any of them YouTube channels where they trying to audit the police and see how the police treat them. I think I remember I seen one video where one of the police, well, not one of the police, one guy tried to go in there, audit the police, tried to go in there and file a complaint, and the police did not like that at all. As a matter of fact, they low key threatened his life if he went there, and filed a complaint. So yeah, they don't. It's like, I mean, but those that's like cops that really are trying to do something corrupt. I mean, I'm not gonna say every cop is corrupt because as a cops ain't really ain't corrupt. And I mean, people like, well, red states, them cops really be doing it, but it's kind of funny. Like all the people they promote that they get, talking about getting brutalized by police, they haven't been blue states. And I live in a red state, and police don't really be doing it all like that. Like, I mean, I'm sure it happens, but it ain't that. I mean, it ain't that. Well, the thing about it is you're not gonna know who's racist or not. You knew, so that's the thing about it. People can. Matter of fact, I mean, some of them could actually pretend to be your best friend and really hate your guts. And they probably seem like they help you out because I mean, and the big example of that is the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party act like they love black people. They love people other races and all that. They are the biggest racists around. I ain't saying the Republican Party ain't that either. They that too. But Democratic Party is worse because they pretend like they your friend. What are you on Central Time or or Eastern. Yep, gotta get rid of that one. Dang, finally one of the trolls walked into my street. Dang, I can't make you a mod. At least not on this phone. Yeah, I really don't either. And what really turned me out of politics was when I worked at Democratic office. And this was like after the whole victory campaign. I just seen it wasn't see how they how they do black people, and I didn't want to be a part of that. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, cause that's what I do. That's what I do with the troll. I mean, see bots in there like that. I just I block them and then report them, so that way they don't that way they can't come back around. Matter of fact, make you a mod. But yeah, that's what I was kind of doing with the bots. I just block them and report them. Hey, but I mean I see these type of folks all the time, and people want to get mad about the anytime people want to get mad about the like the former president, like how what he said and all that, but no one's calling out the current president, and not and they want to say the former president was very racist. It might be. I mean, I just ain't really heard nothing that could really be considered racist, but people say he was. But then you actually put in somebody who actually is a real racist. They say he apologized, but I'm like, your mentor was a Klan member, and then even when you had a chance to talk to black people and really get out black issues, you talk down to them, and I mean, and Joe and the current president, he actually he talked down to them like in a Zoom meeting before he even got inaugurated, and like we just accept this. I mean, people just accept this because they wanted the other guy out. And it's like I'm like, you do know that that position ain't. You do know that that position ain't the most powerful position, right? That's actually the weakest position on there. Like the president literally has no power, almost has no power, really. All his power is given. But I can't make people understand. I can't get people to understand that if they don't know or if they don't want to know. So yeah, as far as the I don't know, kind of topic there a little bit, but I think I'll probably tell that story about my time there because I got a few stories I gotta record, but yeah, I just tell you this, like after my time there, working for them, well, volunteering because they weren't trying to pay nobody. After my time working there, yeah, after my time working there, I just that kind of turned me out of politics forever. Right, he doesn't. Yeah, exactly, he doesn't. He's like that is like the lowest list you could even get. I mean, you're seen as the most powerful, but you're not. People like, well, he can veto a bill. Yes, he can. But if two-thirds of Congress disagree with him, it doesn't matter. Well, he can do emergency, plans, whatever. He can say emergency orders. Well, he needs Congress's approval to actually to enact them orders. But people don't, do their due diligence about it. And even with being the president, the people don't even get to choose him. But I mean, they tell you like in government plan that the votes of the people affect the electoral college, which complete BS. But because I mean, people, and I mean, people try to tell me how it works when they don't really know, and I'm like, yeah. I said that's how the history. I mean, even people that think they know about it, I say that's how the hit. That's what the government books told you it work. How it works. How it really works is the president's already picked. They already picked the president, like for whatever reason. And I know the reason why the current president is even chosen anyway is to push those shots on people, which I don't, which like the shots that save us, save us, but you gotta try to make us take them, or try to make it seem like you're not trying to make us take them. And then on top of that, you go to certain events, you gotta have a card. You need that card to show that you're safe, even though the whole shot itself really makes you an asymptomatic carrier, but it don't actually stop the virus. But if you want to believe it, that's on them. I can't tell them what it is. The only thing I wish those people who take the shot would just stop doing it, stop trying to wish death on people who haven't taken the shot. That's all I'm. That's all I do because I think like people like, hey, they respect your choice to take it. Try to warn you, like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, try to warn you about it. Hey, cool. Expect your decision to take it, but seems like they can't respect people's decision not to take it. Which I don't even get why you need a card anyway, because there's never been a need for a card for any other shot. So it really just doesn't make any sense for me. But I think I talked about that before. But that was kind of funny. It was just funny, like when I talked about when I was trying to go see my friend at a show he was doing, show he was performing at, and I couldn't get in because I said I need, the place of business said I needed to have a card or a negative test to prove that I would, to prove I didn't have it and to do that. Which I'm like, I never had it. Nobody around me has had it, so that means I could be a asymptomatic carrier because nobody around me has caught that virus around me. Oh yeah, I mean, people go with whatever is entertaining. I mean, honestly, but yeah, I appreciate you coming through. And I'm about to get ready to end this live soon, anyway. But yeah, yeah, I mean, the thing about it is, yeah, yeah, people go whatever they feel is entertaining. I think if I probably figure out a way to make this more entertaining, then people be sitting here learning. So yeah, but yeah, it's just like thinking about the minimum wage. Yeah, just really for folks out there, just really think about how this is gonna affect you. Because if you over here supporting this, like understand that when you when you raise up, especially that high up, understand everything else is gonna raise high up too. Everything's gonna go up too, including probably your rent too. So yeah, that's something to think about. All right, if I can catch you, I'll definitely be there. But yeah, and as a matter of fact, I'm about to get ready to head out too. Uh, but yeah, like I said, just like I said, if you have thoughts about raising minimum wage, just understand that when you raise the minimum wage, the consequences of that is that that everything else will be raised up too. So the price is gonna go up. And then if you're working at a small business, they're gonna be struggling. So so with that, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for those who catch the replay. Holding this is Bounce Vibrations people. And I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.